So, first off, thank you for meeting with me today. I appreciate it. So, every single time I talk to someone, I say, Riley, what do you do at Intrigue?
Oh gosh, that's a fun question, isn't it? Officially, my role is web developer team lead, which in a whole bunch of different places means a whole bunch of different things. At Intrigue, my biggest part is solving problems. And that is problems for our clients, problems for our teams. It's a bunch of technical stuff, it's process stuff. It's all about making this machine that we've built just that much better, that much more efficient, just that little bit more of oil and sparkle on top of it to really get it going.
And when you say machine, are you talking about the conversions machine, the thing that we have like on our website?
It's definitely a part of it. A big part of my job is just making other people's lives easier. So, in a lot of senses, when I'm working with clients, it's building those new features into the conversion machine. But this could be anywhere from our map process and the automation behind it to our audits to our ads and how those budgets are managed. There's all these interconnecting parts between all these aspects of what we do for our clients that people don't really see behind the scenes.
So they wouldn't see any of the things that like you necessarily do behind the scenes. Like you're kind of more like at the base level instead of like kind of at the top of the things that are seen.
Exactly. Most of what I do, people are going to experience secondhand, and they're not even going to think about it. It's like when things just stitch together and just work, people take it for granted. They don't think about it, but there is a whole industry around just making things work together.
Yeah. So it's almost like the user experience of if you don't notice it, you've done your job.
Exactly. A lot of the stuff that we deal with on a day to day basis, especially with clients, is, oh my gosh, my last industry did this. And we go, that's crazy. Why would anyone do that? Here's how we do it. So you never have to think about this again.
Fair enough. For the conversion machine that we were kind of talking about, is that something that we implement for the clients? Like what exactly is it? Is it a website?
Yeah. So the conversion machine is a WordPress theme. And WordPress is basically a platform that a good chunk, if not the majority of the internet, is built on. There's a million and one ways to build a website, and none of them are inherently wrong. But the way you build a website is really specific around the needs. If you are working with a ma and pa shop, it's going to be a whole different infrastructure than if you are a Wall Street banker. So the conversion machine is our way to build a system that not only supports our team to build things out quickly, but also lets us package all the things that landscapers need now and in the future into one product that is specific for them.
Okay. So when you're kind of comparing them to like, Wall Street versus mom and pop shop, are you saying we can do both or we can't do both?
So it's more in the sense of like a lot of the ways websites are built for everyone. It's built to support everything. So think of your Wixes, your Squarespaces, your Shopify's. They are meant to support anyone who wants to build a website.
Yes.
They do good at that. They are good at making anything okay. The conversion machine is specifically landscapers. And the real edge you get there is that by trimming all the fat and all the things you don't need, you're improving things like performance, but you are also more fine tuned. You know that the updates we're making to the conversion machine are specific for your business, for what your needs are. Whereas when Squarespace gets an update, they might be updating for ma and pa, they might be updating for banks. It might just be more bloat on your website, but the conversion machine is specific. It is fine tuned, it is narrow, and it is our vessel for innovation, our vessel for staying ahead and keeping ahead.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense because it's, having it geared like we have our niche, we want to target. So, have this machine so it just works with our niche. So that makes more sense. So you were saying like improvements, updates, that's all things that we take care of on our side. We don't like build it and then say, "Okay, this is the conversion machine. We got it set up for you. Here you go."
Exactly. So there's two halves to what people consider updates. There's the stuff that they see and they request, like content changes, new landing pages, changing your address, whatever it may be. And then there's the stuff behind the scenes. And the behind the scenes stuff, that's the stuff where it's kind of just taken for granted. And if you knew what we were dealing with, then that's the problem. Like one of the most recent things we built into the conversion machine is we had a lot of our clients who have these wonderful high definition images of these gorgeous landscapes they've worked on, and they just want those displayed on the site perfectly. But the way an image is displayed on the site heavily depends on what device you're viewing it on
Yes.
And it depends on the content around that image. So you might have an image that fits beautifully in this landscape view, but as soon as you're on a phone and it's all squished down, it's just not right. So one of the things we built in to try and solve this was an automatic image processor. So every time you save a page on a conversion machine website, it goes and it calculates the perfect size for that file, for that bot, for that device, which means when a user goes to view your site, when they're on their phone, they're not loading that huge image. But when they're on their big, beautiful desktop, they're able to see the entire image in all of its quality. It helps your performance and it helps with just the quality of your site and user experience while also being entirely behind the scenes.
Yeah. So it's almost like every instance and whatever way you're viewing it, no matter what, you're able to see what they want you to see the way they want you to see it every time.
Exactly. And
Okay.
that's something where if you can notice it, if you're on your phone and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so slow, this is taking
Yeah.
forever, this looks awful, and it's something you've done wrong.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it right, it's just clean. It's easy. It's something you don't even think about.
Yeah. I think that's the best is when you're working through something and all of a sudden you're like, wow, that was just super easy. And you're like, hey, the people behind this knew exactly what they were doing.
And that's
Nice.
the real benefit of the conversion machine is we have clients who we built their site 2, 3 years ago on this thing. And they're now today with no dime, no question, no fanfare, getting these incredible features, getting these incredible enhancements with their site getting better. A lot of these like website building companies will build you a site and it's like, all right, here, it's good. And it just slowly decays. Whereas with the conversion machine, this is our innovation. This is our product.
Yeah.
It's something we are constantly building up, and we're always building it up with the idea of how do we get this to everyone, not just the people who are just coming in the door, but the people who have been loyal with us, the people who have been working with us, the people who really want and need these features. How do we get this to them?
Nice. That's fantastic. Man, I like this conversion machine. You're selling me on it. It works. Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.